Hello everyone, it's been quite some time since I made a video. I've been quite busy with things in my life, moving, marriage, looking for a job, and I haven't been able to really focus on my hobby videos so much. But I just picked up the VBC Lightning FXM, which is just a recent release by VBC. And I thought I would touch base first on the differential. Now the differential has been updated slightly. The housing here, where it acts as the hub, it now accommodates standard bearings up to a certain point. The quote unquote thrust bearing is, I think, one of the kit bearings that comes with this hub. But what happens here is you have a bearing here, a standard bearing here, a standard bearing here, and then a very tiny little shim that separates this big bearing, which acts as your thrust bearing. What I've done is I've done away with that, and I went with the try and true Yokomo thrust bearing. It's like an all-in-one bearing, and I really like that because it's you're not fumbling around with bits and pieces. It's all one unit, ready to go. Now, so what I've done is I've taken out that big, huge bearing. I've taken it out. Don't need it. Don't need the shim. So I put the Yokomo thrust bearing inside, and then what I do, and I did some testing here, is I take this Kawada part here. This is the Kawada diff cone. Now the reason why, damn it, the reason why I went with a Kawada diff cone is because the actual size, the hole size, is an exact dimension to the Yokomo thrust bearing, so it will fit nicely on the Yokomo thrust bearing. Now, it's also short as well. It's not like a big, huge one like what you have here by IRS or Slapmaster. So it's a nice low profile cone. But there's another reason to it, is it has a groove in here which allows for these Belleville washers to fit in nicely. Now, there's another reason about these Belleville washers that I particularly like. And you could probably tell there's a size difference, especially with the outer size and the inner hole size. Now, these are the Belleville washers that come with the kit, as in the VBC FMX. The hole is a little bit too big for my liking, and it really makes it difficult to really stack them perfectly on top of each other when you're cranking down on the wheel nut. I guess you would call it the nut, the tightening nut. Now, the great thing about these is the inner diameter is small enough so there's not a lot of side play whatsoever when you slide it over the threaded portion of the axle. So what this does is this hole acts as a nice guide which allows the actual Belleville washers to sit accurately on top of each other. So what that does is that allows for the differential action to be smooth, and you won't have to continually readjust and make sure that the shims are perfectly on top of each other. And that's what I've done for this, and the differential is incredibly smooth. Honestly, I didn't even bother with that big bearing. I thought, you know what, Yokomo thrust bearing. I did try to use these other thrust cones, but I thought, even the Yokomo one, even though this one's low profile, the thrust washers weren't sitting on there properly. Especially, they were too big for the inner diameter to allow, a nice alignment, like a stack alignment. And so, by luck, I found this Kawada part, as you can see here, for an M500 WGT. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better situation with what I have here. Check them out. You see the part numbers there. If you want extra Belleville washers, you can, oh, that's not the one. You can get some from here. All right, so those are the part numbers. And as you can tell by the sticker tag, I got these from Futaba Pro Shop. Highly suggest from ordering from Futaba Pro Shop. It's based here in Japan friendly service. They do international shipping, and yeah, that's all you need for the VBC FXM differential. Now, those who own the FX, I'm pretty confident all you need to do is just replace this hub, and then you're up to date with the axle itself. I am running just like the standard, spring steel axle, but I will update later to a carbon fiber axle. But there you have it. All you need is this Kawada part number here. It works perfectly. And if you want to go ahead and really improve the overall differential action, pick up a Square RC mirror finish differential rings, the best differential rings on the market. Okay, bye-bye.